today. From Commander's Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. The Giants defense ready to try and make amends for that opening week loss. And one of the guys to keep an eye on will be this.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. You talk about this Giant defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll have field position working in their favor as this ball backed up inside the 5-yard line as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So 2 first downs, and
Come
that
on,
moves
Washington.
the ball to the 42
MOG
now,
perfect
1st
score.
and 10.
MOG perfect score. MOG perfect
Daniels
score.
looking to
MOG
throw.
perfect score.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
MOG cold sweat.
well
MOG
past
cold
midfield,
sweat.
just a
MOG
yard or
cold
two shy
sweat.
of the
MOG
40.
cold sweat.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
Touchdown! Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The Giant defense ready to go to work. They go play action. Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Now this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
Good
And
catch.
he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns. stopping him behind the line.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and
to the air goes Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it.
Embarrassing.
The Giants defense back out there
Cuddy,
once more.
Cuddy, MOG.
And they're letting this deficit get any wider. A first down throw for Daniels.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Get right, JD. Come on, Washington.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They trail here in the 2nd quarter as this next drive begins.
Come on, Madden. MOG cold sweat. MOG cold sweat. MOG cold sweat. MOG cold sweat.
Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw, Daniels.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, Daniels. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football,
But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Now a second down throw for Daniels.
Washington, emoji cold sweat, emoji cold sweat, emoji cold sweat, emoji cold sweat, emoji cold sweat.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Giants defense back out there once more. Daniels now to throw on first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Back to throw. Daniels. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle. Made at the Giants' 29-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Nice grab there by McLaurin. That's something we've grown accustomed to seeing. He's racked up at least 77 receptions in each of his last 4 seasons, and he's someone their young quarterback, Jaden Daniels, will lean on as he goes through his maturation process.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in,
touchdown, Washington.
Zach Ertz, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third.
The Giant defense ready to go to work.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The Giants defense back out there once more. And they're getting into must-stop territory. Down a couple of scores here in the 4th as this next drive gets underway.
Find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and was
rusher out of Oregon. Had a little bit of a breakout season last year. The next step for him, to stack dominant seasons together. And plays like that will certainly help accomplish just that.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On the give, this is Eckler.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Man open here is Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on first down, Daniels. That is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, it's Daniels.
Ertz has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are looking. The Giant defense ready to go to work.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Daniels able to connect with Dotson.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Daniels.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
75 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.